Coming up on Point News, roaches roaming the halls. Point Park's plan to deal with the unwanted visitors.
And Pittsburghers joined together for a tasty breakfast Pittsburgh now owns thanks to cookies and milk.
Big changes coming to the former Civic Arena site, but not all residents are happy about it. The issues they have with the development plans. Point News starts right now.
Live from the Point Park University Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Point News.
Hoffman.
And I'm Kelsey Metzger.
They are, Kelsey. Exterminators are now treating the campus in an effort to exterminate the problem, but some students are still concerned, as reporter Megan Barney told us.
Tapri Mayer has been seeing them for months. She says the roaches in her Lawrence Hall dorm room freak her out.
I was vacuuming, and I went over to my roommate's carpet to lift up so I can vacuum and be nice. And there was a freaking roach, a baby roach that was under there, and it was crawling under all her. And then the second time I was in the bathroom and I was getting out of the shower, and there was another roach right by our trash can, by our sink in the toilet.
According to a lot of the residents here in Lawrence, the roaches started on the 9th floor and now are making their way up. But other students say they've been here since the beginning of the year during Smart Start. When it became obvious the problem was only getting worse, the university sent out a notice to students saying, quote, "The university will be taking immediate steps to help alleviate the problem." The release explained exterminators would be on campus twice a week to spray for roaches and will rotate on various floors of Lawrence Hall. School maintenance crews will also seal around the building's access lines. The school blames several city construction projects in cooler weather for the increasing problem. Whatever the reason, students want something done as soon as possible.
I live on the 9th floor, and the cockroach infestation started on this floor during Smart Start. They were about this big, and we found about 4 in our room.
Exterminators will be on campus throughout October. If you spot any, you should submit a work order immediately. Just call the Office of Student Life for help. Reporting for Point News, I'm Megan Barney.
Members of the Point Park University student body are in Washington, D.C. today for the 8th annual networking trip. This year, 35 students and 5 faculty members are spending the weekend meeting with alumni and touring many sites in Washington, D.C. They are expected to return Saturday evening.
The third and final debate in the race for governor was held here in Pittsburgh. Governor Tom Corbett and Democratic nominee Tom Wolf tackled a number of issues. One that keeps coming up, though, is taxes. He wants to restructure the state's personal income tax, but Tom Corbett says his opponent's plan is short on specifics.
Because again, I demonstrated he will not tell the voter what he's going to do.
I think I've been as specific as I can possibly be.
Corbett went on to say that Wolf's plans for Pennsylvania just don't add up.
We've looked at it. We believe in order to do all the spending that he wants to do, that he would have to raise taxes to about 8 or 9%. I think Commonwealth Foundation said that he would be doubling the taxes.
Point News decided to look into this matter. Now the current personal income tax stands at 3.07% under Governor Corbett. This means that you will be paying a flat rate whether you make $10 an hour or $20 an hour. According to Tom Wolf's website, he wants to give the middle class a tax cut by implementing a progressive tax, which means the tax rate will be based on your income. What Wolf hasn't said yet is how much it's going to cost you. As for the specifics, this is what he's willing to share.
I want to be honest with this. If you're making, as an individual, $70,000 or $80,000 or $90,000, you're not going to pay more.
Tom Wolf has said in order to provide more specifics, he would need to access information that he can only get if elected.
Now, a brand new plan to redevelop the Lower Hill District is already facing opposition. Last month, officials from the city and county, the Penguins organization, as well as leaders from the Hill District, announced that they had come to an agreement to build on the land where the Civic Arena once stood. But at a recent meeting, many Hill Districts voiced their concerns. At a public meeting about the redevelopment, Hill District residents told the Pittsburgh Penguins organization their biggest concern with the plan, and that is not enough affordable housing. Carl Redwood is the director of the Hill District Consensus Group.
You're talking about 20% affordable, where the community plan calls for 30% affordable.
Citizens also wanted to know if the affordable housing would truly stay affordable to them or if the rates would go up.
That $600 in the future 2 years from now could rise to $800 just for inflation.
Redwood also expressed his concern about the affordability.
At the rates they want to set for rental housing, most of the people in the Hill District will not be able to live in the new housing that's built in the Lower Hill District.
This is all part of the Penguins' plan to redevelop the site of the former Civic Arena, which calls for commercial, hotel, and residential spacing. Penguins COO Travis Williams feels this redevelopment is a monumental agreement.
I would actually guess that it's actually one of the top community benefits arrangements or agreements throughout the entire country.
The public forums will continue for the next few weeks as both sides continue to negotiate.
Coming up, cookies and milk make history in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Kelsey, the dunking challenge that's now in the record books.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't stop.
Don't get it confused. Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
To me, freedom of speech means there are no barriers to voice opinions. Communication is key to a functioning society and relationships in those societies. I believe our forefathers gave us this right, so if concerns or problems arise, we have the right to respectively use words, aids, and body language to give our message. Compromise may not always be met, but when it does meet, it opens up the world to new ideas, relationships, and makes the world become a happier place.
So Chris, imagine seeing piglets, goats, even a baby zebra in downtown Pittsburgh.
Sounds like you're talking about a Pooh Bear story there, Kelsey. That's exactly what students experienced last Friday thanks to the Campus Activities Board, which hosted its annual Fall Fest in Village Park. In addition to animals, a DJ played music as students enjoyed a donut bar, face painting, and craft tables.
This has been a preview like I've never seen before.
It was way more than we were expecting. We had to order more donuts. We ran out of the mason jars and the pumpkins. Everything just went, and it was extremely successful.
The Fall Fest event came at the end of Spirit Week here on campus. CAB's next event is the Gothic Gala at Altar Bar on October 21st. There will be drinks and snacks, a photo booth, and a costume contest. Now, coming up on Point News, a dreary Thursday it is. Hopefully it's not the rest of the week. Your weekend forecast is coming up.
Here at the Pioneers sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Do you know all the things you can do with your student ID? Along with getting discounts to some of the restaurants around campus. Showing your Point Park ID can net you deals on tickets at theaters in the Cultural District. To check out all the current options, just search Student Discounts on the Point Park University homepage.
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship, a freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
Kelsey, Pittsburgh is known as the city of champions, and for pretty good reason.
That's right, and now we've done it again. We now officially hold the title for the world record for most cookies dunked simultaneously in milk. Guinness was here Tuesday to validate the results as more than 2,100 cookie dunkers packed Market Square with cookies and milk ready to go. Pittsburgh Dad, famous for his internet comedy, joined in on the fun.
We're down here with Kiss FM. We got John Eagle cookies. We're ready to dunk some cookies and break a record.
Have you ever broke a record before, Pittsburgh Dad?
I think my kids broke a record for many times as they're going to put me in a nut house.
Complimentary cups of milk and cookies. Giant Eagle was behind this effort, and Kiss FM's Big Bob and Mikey hosted it.
Fun atmosphere there, but not so fun this morning, Kelsey. It's kind of a foggy start to our day.
It's not.
Hopefully, Elena LaQuatra now joins with our weekend outlook. Elena, please tell me you got some bright futures ahead.
Well, Chris, today was a little bit weird. We had a lot of clouds, a little bit of rain, some sunshine poking through. However, this morning it definitely started off very chilly, only 50 degrees, so I hope you wore your jacket on your way to work. Now it's a comfortable 63. Not too warm, not too cold, but it is going to drop as we progress throughout the day and as the sun drops this evening. Looking into the weekend, though, you can expect some really nice temperatures on Friday. 68 degrees is our high and 54 for the low, which isn't too bad. However, we are going to have a lot of rain and unfortunately a lot of clouds on Friday, making our way into Saturday, high of 52. Maybe a nice day to go to the pumpkin patch or to enjoy some outdoor activities. Low of 39 and a little bit of sun poking through there. Then on Sunday, similar weather to Saturday. 55 degrees is the high, 37 is the low, and quite a bit of sunshine, which will be nice. And then we'll see what next week brings. And I'm tossing back to Chris and Kelsey at the desk.
Well, it's definitely going to start feeling like fall, and the Pirates, they weren't able to make it to the Fall Classic. They didn't get beyond the wild card game this year, but Pittsburgh still have a reason to celebrate their baseball team there, Kelsey.
That's right. Point News reporter Zach Durkin has more on the unique tradition that's growing every year.
Hard tip by throws. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep left, but they do it. Back to the wall goes Gala. It is over the fence, home run. The Pirates win.
On October 13th, 1960, Bill Mazeroski made what some consider to be the greatest home run ever. 54 years later, Pirates fans come from around the country to the last standing wall of Forbes Field to celebrate that momentous day.
What is now tradition in Pittsburgh began as one man in a boombox sitting at the wall behind me nearly 30 years ago today.
At the time, Saul Finkelstein didn't know what he started would begin a tradition in Pittsburgh and create a group known as the Game 7 Gang.
It's here every year on this date. The game starts at 1 o'clock. You can count on us being here no matter what. If you see a little rain or anything, just come on out. And we have a lot of fun with it.
The game is played from the start of the radio broadcast all the way until the end. Fans participate in the game as if it were being played for the first time. Members of the Game 7 Gang spoke about their stories and the stories of others at Forbes Field 54 years ago. For Irene Abel, October 13th is about much more than just the World Series win.
I phoned my friends. I told them you have to get downtown, we're going to celebrate. And they said, okay, we'll get a couple guys, we'll come and pick you up. So they found a couple of fellas, and the guys had to go to the credit union and borrow $20. So they came and they picked me up at my parents' home, and off we went. And my husband and I met that day, and we were together for 51 years.
More than the game itself, people come to celebrate the stories and share their memories of the same day. Even a member of the 1960 World Series team, Bob Friend, came to celebrate a victory he was a part of.
The guys that live in the area usually try to get down here and say hello to these wonderful folks who were here, or, something happened this day in their life that they remember because of the World Series of 1960, and that's the reason.
This is the 54th anniversary of Mazeroski's home run, and it won't be the last that the 7th Game gang celebrates. Reporting for Point News, I'm Zach Durkin.
Hi, I'm Jillian Trainer with your sports headlines. The Pittsburgh Penguins are off to a roaring start, going 2 for 2 with their high-scoring offense. It may be early in the season, but the 2 good wins have the Pens faithful feeling good about the season ahead. Tonight, they face off against the Dallas Stars at Consol Energy Center. On the other hand, Steelers are looking to rebound from their devastating loss to the Cleveland Browns. The Browns thumped the Black and Gold last Sunday, beating them 31-10. A former head coach, Bill Cowher, even called out the team on national television for its lack of toughness. The spotlight will certainly be on the Steelers this week. They host the Houston Texans at Heinz Field on Monday Night Football. For the first time since 1985, the Kansas City Royals are in the World Series. The Royals finished their sweep on the Baltimore Orioles yesterday. As for the National League, San Francisco won last night's game against St. Louis and who is now leading the series 3-1. The Giants need just one more game to go to the World Series for the 3rd time in 5 years.
Well, you mentioned the World Series there, Jillian, also known as the Fall Classic. It's really starting to feel like fall out there. Let's take a look at that weekend outlook again with Elena here at the desk. Elena, you mentioned it's going to be kind of nice tomorrow, but it's going to get pretty cool over the weekend.
Yeah, honestly, Chris, when I wake up in the morning, I don't know if I'm putting on my boots and a jacket or if I'm digging out my jean shorts from the summer. But fortunately, this weekend we are going to have a 68-degree day. It will be rainy and cloudy, but, that might break at some point. And then Saturday seems like a nice day to go on that hayride or pumpkin patch, get those last-minute Halloween errands
Get those pumpkin
done.
spice lattes. Go down to Starbucks,
right.
get your pumpkin spice latte, go to the pumpkin patch.
Not too bad for middle of October here in Pittsburgh.
Right, could be a lot worse. We could have snow at this point.
It's
Pittsburgh.
All right, well, that does it for this week's Point News. Be sure to join us next Thursday live at 2 p.m.
Have a great week, Point Park.